Hi guys, welcome back to my build of the Millennium Falcon replica miniature. Today I just thought I would show you guys again just how I ascertain where a pit is cut out. So as in pit I mean like this one here is another triangle wedge shaped cutout, and it has a detail plate inserted in it. So this plate here pretty much is cut down and sidewalls made up, and it gets inserted into the eventual hole that makes up that pit. So yeah, so similar to that one over there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, okay. So I'll basically show you guys what I do to ascertain how I get those pit lines. Yeah, so reference is the key. Basically hundreds of photos of the Falcon, and I make a file of the section that I need. So I'll basically have I'll have 12 pictures opened on my computer of all this section and of various angles, and I always start off at the bottom, so I've got the curvature of the plating overhang and where the hull, ABS hull is. So everything that is a radial I mean these lines through here, I'll mark out, and put a mark there, and those are tentative marks. I can change them up if something doesn't quite fit, but everything I'm working here because I've built everything is in place. So this big docking or the walkway is in place, the engine deck is in place or temporarily tacked in place, so I know where it sits in relation to the panel lines. I have a plug for where the gun turret sits, and in that the center of the plug there's that where I can put a compass and get the radial lines. But as you guys know, and I've pointed out before, none of these radial lines are even. They're not like absolutely taken off a compass and perfect radial lines. They go off in all directions, and reference shows that quite clearly. So what I do is I start off, I make the bottom ones, and then I work up. So I go right up to the top and right up to where the gun turret will be. So on the sides of the walkway you have, okay, so where this one here is, I'll make little marks of where the two styrene panels will go, work out where the next one's going to go, and then I'll draw with templates radial lines, and those templates are basically just cardboard and all the different radiuses that I need, and I just choose a different radius for however it looks, and meets like the walkway to the engine deck. So there's all like, you've got points of where things meet. So this one here, these two, this bottom one comes in just under this detail bit here, and that one sits almost level with that. So okay, I've got that marker, and that goes off to here, and then that one sits just in sort of front of, just a chip down, so I've got that as well. So all these chips that were along here, chips, nibbles, or whatever you want to call them, they're all markers and indicators of where the panels would radiate out. So I go off that. So everything I've made here in styrene is the finished panel but it's not glued down yet. The only two that I've glued are this one and this one. These are still tacked on, but I'm happy with those. That one's tacked on. That one's a work in progress. Hasn't had the chipping yet. And this one is basically a cardboard template, and that sort of sits somewhere around there. And then I'll work my way up thing. But already you can see the outline of the pit, or the styrene overhanging line. But in here, if I can get in close here, I've marked where the underlying pit is cut, and you can do that through marking out from where the distances of each chip has been cut out from the previous panel. So so here, this is that certain distance from there, from there to there. So now I know, okay, the pit cutout is that wide, and then through the markings out of the top, I know that it comes through from there and goes all the way up to there. So now you've got a line that I can draw off, and that comes to there, and then I can cut that, and then I can cut that this second line here all the way down, and that will give me the cutout. So that pretty much is how I do it. It's all, so even I don't know if you can see here, these lines, this one here, it looks like it's going off there, but that is how it is on the actual model. It's not absolutely straight with this one. Even those go off in different directions. So, and there's all little differences in panel lineups, which I'm trying to be careful of and put those in as well. So this one is sitting under there, it's not butting up to there. This one here slightly goes over this one. That one sits slightly under this one. Even this one here sits slightly over there. But that's just me. I just want everything matching. As if I see it, I'll put it in, you know. So yeah. So just finishing up this one now, and I'll keep working up towards the gun turret and cardboard templating, cutting out the styrene panel. I even, you'll probably laugh guys, but I even have my pictures on the computer, laptop, and for all the chips, I actually get a tentative measure of each of the pictures on the computer and measure each chip out. It's not done by eye. Each chip is aligned with the chip that's underlying it, or different links. So yeah, like this chip here, it sits sort of there towards this one. These ones are quite simple, but then you've got ones that one there sits in line with that one. It all matches. I don't just willy-nilly sort of cut out notches as I see them. Usually that's wrong, and I've wasted a lot of panels. So I do actually measure each one for accuracy. But hey, no model is absolutely 100%, but I'm pretty happy with the accuracy that I am sort of striving for to get this looking how I want it and to match the reference and everything. So yeah, so next time I do a video, I'll probably have this pit done with the casting inside. And yeah, so hope that gives you a bit of another insight into how I go about making the pit cutouts. Oh, and this is the last one. This is the last pit. So yeah, they'll all be done after this, and then it's back onto the engine deck and putting all these styrene panels down, the 13 panels, the 13 M8 blades. It's like similar to this one, which is still, I got bored and left it, sorry guys. So yeah, I just had to move on and back onto this one. And now looking at it, it looks more complete, as you see more styrene there. So yeah, so as always, thanks for looking guys. Take care, cheers, bye.